What's up, guys? Welcome back to the vlog. I wasn't gonna post this, but I think it's kind of important to show you guys and let you guys know not everything goes as you plan. And this is not clickbait. This is a major issue that I did find on the car, and I actually wasn't even gonna test it or anything. Good thing I decided to. So what you guys just saw was me testing out the fuel pump, or actually the whole fuel system, to see if there's any leaks, and I actually did end up finding one. I found which fitting it was, but instead of taking a risk, I just ordered the 2 new fittings and a new hose just to get the whole line out of the way. I'll show you guys how I did it, but yeah. So what I do have is a surge tank and a fuel pump in tank, an aftermarket one, and I tested it out by applying power to both the fuel pump in tank and to the power to the surge tank. This is how I did it. Let me show you guys. I hooked it up to my battery charger. I think it puts out 12 volts, so that should be good. I actually have a DVOM, so what I did was I took out the ends of the DVOM connections, plugged it into my battery charger, and I ended up connecting it directly to my in-tank fuel pump. And I also connected my battery back here in the trunk. So I had this connected up. I actually did the test some time ago, so you guys won't see it anymore. But the whole purpose of doing that was to give power to the fuel pump directly, and because since I don't have a tune or anything yet, I didn't want to plug my ECU in. I was told by Louis at DNA Garage, since I did upgrade my coil ignition system, not to connect the ECU because it could fry it, so I just left that off. And I plugged that directly, and it powered the fuel pumps. And then once I had pressure and everything, it started leaking from what you guys saw. So that sucks, but I have parts ready. I'm gonna replace that one line I had in a section, so I got lucky there. It's not that big of a line, so let me go take that off and it should be good. Oh, and I also want to let you guys know that you should also test. Unfortunately, I don't know if I can test for oil leaks because I'm not starting the car. I have to figure that out. I could probably try to disconnect my coils and then maybe prime the motor with the ECU connected and everything just to get fluid into the motor. We'll see. I'm not too sure. But I also did test out my coolant system, and I did have a leak there too. So it's a good thing I tested both of those. It's important to check that before I go, because the next step would be going to the dyno and getting it tuned and getting it sorted out. And with those two issues, it could have been a big problem. It could have been more expensive for me because I would have towed it out there and all this. And I'm doing most of the work on this car myself, so it's a good thing I tested it here. To test out the coolant, what I did was I just put regular water because I was just testing for leaks. I'll drain it later. So I filled it up with water. And then I got a coolant pressure tester, hooked it up, pressurized the system, and I have a lot of points where it would leak. I got a lot of points where it would leak. This hard line with 4 clamps is a coolant route. That one down there, it snakes down, is a coolant route. This is a clamp with a coolant route, and all that was solid. But this part right here, I had a brand new gasket in there, but I also had to put silicone, so now that's all squared away. Everything should be good now. This is a line that ended up being messed up right here. So I just gotta get my adjustable wrench, take it off, make the new one, and we're good. So I got the old one off, and tomorrow I will be back with the new one.
The next day.
Got the new line. It's a little bit longer than the old one. I just made it longer. Here's a comparison. The other one's all old and bent and stuff, so it's time to put it back in, test its system again, and then everything should be good. guys, I already showed you guys this. For you guys, it's the same video, but yesterday. So what I'm gonna do is just double check nothing's touching, because I'm dealing with power here, and then plug it up and then see if it still leaks. Power's on the ground. Looks like nothing's touching here. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it, but usually you can hear things start priming, so. I had it primed for a little bit. The best way to check is to disconnect one of the lines again, but this time we'll disconnect it from the fuel pressure regulator, because the system circulates and then the fuel pressure regulator is at the very end of the fuel line. So let's check it out. So now, thankfully that I checked, I've eliminated two things. No more fuel leaks and no more coolant leak for sure, because I did the pressure test on that one. The only thing left is the oil leak, or doing an oil leak test, but hopefully it did everything okay. So we'll let the tuner figure that out. Yeah, we'll find out. Thanks guys for watching.